Hello, my beautiful Libra. How are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, darling, we're going to be getting into some weekly tarot messages for the days August 2nd to August 8th. So if you find any tarot cards that resonate with you in this tarot reading today, Libra, let me know in the comments below. I always call them your aha moments that you have with the cards, because that is how I keep up with you guys, is through the comments, Libra. Hello? Also, if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, Libra, or you just enjoy my vibe, honey, I would appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, Libra, and I always am appreciative of it when you guys take that extra step to support me in that way. But remember, put this in perspective, Libra. I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I possibly could. Take the cards that resonate, leave what doesn't. I believe the cards are just here to give you some food for thought, perspective for you to be considering, darling, but never making the choices in your life. So let's just jump into this reading today, Libra. I already pulled your starting card for you, Libra. So we have the Elephant Spirit coming in for you, number 25 equaling to 7 for numerology. So the Elephant Spirit talks about learning from the past. So this is a sense, Libra, where something probably has recently happened from the past. And I would say this is a definite, almost as I'm getting this sense of where it's like this is a challenge for you. This is like another test, Libra. This has kind of been a theme for you for a while, of where like a couple of weeks ago, I think I had one of your titles being like your commitments being tested, Libra. It just keeps on this sense of where it's like, how is Libra going to react in this situation? Is Libra going to persevere through this? Is Libra going to learn from the past and not repeat old patterns, old cycles again? What is Libra going to do, right? So let's get into some detail with this. All right, I like these cards a lot, Libra. We have the Six of Wands coming in with the Ace of Pentacles, as well as the Page of Cups stepping forward to you, Libra. So in this dynamic, this is fabulous to me, because this is showing to me, Libra, where something that at one point maybe you fell flat on your face with something, maybe you tried to do something, you shot your shot with something at the very least, Libra, and it didn't work out. Or at the very least, it didn't give you the results that you were hoping for in a situation. You were kind of being like, kind of hope this paid off. Was kind of hoping this paid off more, right? You took a gamble with something, and it just did not give what it needed to be given, darling, right? Whether this is with a connection, right? Maybe you tried to really invest in a connection, and on paper you're just like, wow, this could this could be fabulous. Like, we could really work so well together, right? Romantic, platonic, work life, you insert the details, Libra, none of my business. But for some reason, like, what went on paper didn't translate to actual action. It didn't translate to what the actual reality turned out to be. And so I'm seeing this as a dynamic, Libra, of where something that at one point fizzled out, at one point like didn't work out, is coming back in, and coming back in this sense of actually working out of this time, actually reflecting what showed on paper, if not what just showed on paper, but exceeding your expectations, Libra. I really do feel like this is going to exceed your expectations, darling. Come on now, let's get to speaking so early in the video, already stumbling, Libra. Ace of Pentacles lets me know of just like this, this is all about grabbing up at an opportunity, Libra. Page of Cups comes in as this signifying of where it's like, I feel like it's coming back into your life, something that's just adding more depth. Usually the Page of Cups represents new energy, and I feel like this is more so just same thing, like same kind of source, but just a whole new vibe to it, if that makes sense. Starting fresh, trying to just work things out better. Six of Wands is that card of public spotlight, victory, right? So for my Libras that their projects, that their gamble was something that, maybe like a storefront, maybe, whatever your projects are, Libra, I do feel as if you're actually going to be getting the recognition that you rightfully deserve in the situation, that you were probably initially anticipating the first time around with something, right? So this is all in this sense, Libra, of where I do feel like something back from the past, Elephant Spirit, just coming back in and really giving you the opportunity to actually see what fabulousness could be coming from this, rather than it just fizzling out, right? So definitely something from the past coming back in, something that you've worked on before, and you may still already excuse me, be working on it, Libra. This may be just like an active project because you just maybe perhaps haven't given up on it and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just keep on trying, right? I do see things kind of panning out beautifully for you for this. We do have the Three of Cups that stepped forward as well. This is the card of like, one, this references third party energy, Libra, so really honing in the sense for my Libras in terms of like social dynamics. Like I really do feel like the social dynamics in your life are going to be thriving. You know, definitely would be, if this is about a person, I don't feel like it's like a new person. I feel like it's something that you tried to connect with at one point, didn't work out, or just maybe like the communication kind of like fizzled out, nothing really happened, Libra. Three of Cups now comes in as the celebration, actually being able to, you know, share drinks together, celebration. This card also talks about success, like victory, again, similar to the Six of Wands in a way. And so this is just all around just like celebratory energy, Libra. I do feel as if something from the past is coming back in and working itself out. High Priestess card comes in, so this is a card of where your intuition at this time is spot on, Libra. So definitely you'll know what this situation is talking about. This is not going to be like a guessing game thing. Like you receiving this message here, Libra, you're going to be like, okay, Velca is referencing this person. Velca is referencing this project here that I've been working on, right? You know the situation. And I definitely feel as if something's going to be coming to light in this, Libra. And really the message here that I want to say for you is just to go after it. Go after it, go after it, go after it. You have so many like victory, success cards, all this stuff going in here. And I feel like for some of you Libras, the lesson that you guys have been going through, the challenges that you've been going through, the commitment, where your commitment was being tested, there's this constant theme, underlying theme, Libra, of where the universe has been in the sense of being like, oh, how is Libra going to handle this? How is Libra going to persevere through this? Is Libra going to make it through this? And spoiler alert, you do make it through. But this is kind of the challenge for you, Libra. I almost feel as if like the initial time something just kind of like fizzled out was kind of, again, like a test of being like I feel like you kind of were put through like a little bit of a rough patch, Libra, as a test to see how things were gonna, like how you were going to handle it, where your mindset was going to be, if you're going to give up on it, and just all of that. I feel like that was just like your lesson. And so since you showcased that you actually could make it through it, and you weren't going to allow this to defeat you, you weren't going to allow this to fully discourage you to the point of giving up, Ace of Wands steps forward for you, Libra. I'm trying to pull out the card. Ace of Wands steps forward for you. This is the card of passion. This is the card of where sometime this week you're going to be really you're going to be really, again, with my words, Libra, you're going to really be developing your focus in on something. And again, with this High Priestess card, I really feel like you're going to be getting like a hunch and be like, where you're just as if being like, oh, if I really sunk my teeth into this, if I really were to put effort into this, like I feel like it would pay off, right? And so we have the Ten of Pentacles stepping forward as well. This is quite literally in terms of my finances for my Libras, who are like, this is all about your career and all this. Fabulous, darling. Absolutely fabulous. This is exactly what you want to be seeing. The time is now for you to really be taking action. Ace of Wands. I really do feel like you guys are chasing off into the sunset almost. I know this sounds corny, Libra, but I feel like you're finally going to be catching a break. And I feel like in this sense, maybe you just have to go through this one last final stretch, Libra, because we do have coming forward the Queen of Wands. So this is a card of where you're leaving the nest, but you still kind of have to go through one last little bit of a rough period, right? So I'm not going to just like promise rainbows and sunshine, right? We have to balance this reading out with all these good cards and look into the deeper meaning of these as well. But I do feel like you just have to grit your teeth a little bit longer, Libra, and just really dig your heels into the ground and just refuse to be kicked out of the space, refuse to be moved from what it is that you're working on, if that makes sense. Where it's just like, if you wanted to do something, you wanted to be a singer, you wanted to be a dance, like insert whatever it is you wanted to do, you wanted to be with this person, right? Whatever the case is, Libra, that you have your focus on, Ace of Wands, if you really want it bad enough, take action on it and you actually will receive it, right? It's almost as if the universe is being like, all right, well, how much work is the Libra going to actually put into this? How much does Libra actually care about this situation and making it work out, right? So I feel like you're this at this time, Libra, you're just kind of being asked to continue to perform at your most excellent, right? As which I know y'all always do, Libra. Full bias, honey, obviously, because I'm a Libra, so I always think we're always being excellent, honey. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming in. Libra, this is a fabulous reading, darling. So I'm really happy about this, right? When I see my Nine of Pentacles, honey, I'm always just in this place of being like, oh, yes, fabulous. Yes, for my self-employed people, because I see this as the Nine of Pentacles as like the epitome of like the card that you want, right? This is the card of just very much so successful endeavors that you do for yourself, Libra. I feel like this is really just truly like a successful time for you. With the High Priestess card coming in, as you know, from referencing this from before, the Nine of Pentacles shares this sense of where one, you know, the Nine of Pentacles always shares the theme of where there's usually like an animal, some type of other being around the the individual to help them make the choices and guiding them to getting to that journey of the Ten of Pentacles, which we already pulled for you, darling, right? So I really do feel like at this point in time, really just listen to your intuition, Libra. I really do feel as if you're receiving like active, like I like to say, like downloads from the universe, downloads of knowledge, downloads of just impressions on where it is you need to be going forward, Libra. I feel as if you know where your next steps need to be going and where you need to be taking yourself, right? So really just work at, if you are feeling at this point of like feeling like defeated, or just in the sense, Libra, of you know, just being tired, darling, I understand, right? But just keep pushing through. I really feel like the best thing for you to be doing this week, Libra, is just to be taking action, is to really just go after it, Libra. Really just go after it. So let's continue on, Libra. Let's see your hopes and dreams here. We have it's time to take action. New moon in Aries, Libra. All right, I'm going to just speak because I feel like this is all just kind of like one big thing for you, Libra. We're going to use this as a closing energy for this spread here, and then we'll get into stuff that you're not seeing coming. But yeah, this is quite literally what I just said before I pulled the card of where it's the best thing you can do this week, Libra, is just to take action, right? So what's gonna make you a believer, Libra, truly. So let's get into what it is that you don't see coming this week, Libra. What don't you see coming this week for August 2nd to August 8th, 2021, honey? So we have the Tortoise card. What you don't see coming, you're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded, right? This is, again, this emphasis, Libra, where if you are feeling like in the sense of just feeling fatigued and tired, really find ways to just like rejuvenate yourself and just keep on going, keep on trucking for a little bit longer, because you're going to be really catching a break really soon. But let's get some tarot cards on this as well. We have the Fool card, darling. Stepping forward, going into this new chapter. You are absolutely going into a new chapter of your life, Libra. You, for a long time now, have been going through like a period of just struggle, a period of just like being tested and seeing how you, Libra, were going to react to something. You stepping into this new chapter, fabulous. Two of Swords coming in as well with the Four of Pentacles. So you are left with, by the end of this week, what you don't really see coming, Libra, is the sense of where I feel like you're going to have to be making a choice on where it is you're going to be sinking your teeth into more, and like focusing in on more. So with this Tortoise card coming in here, this is a card I always like to say is like the card of like shadow work, right? This is the card of where you're working on your own personal issues and what have you, Libra. And so in this dynamic, I almost feel as if the thing that you're not seeing coming is this sense of, quite literally, you're going to be left with the opportunity of where it's like you could be going down the same path that you've been doing, or you have an opportunity to change things up in a way that I don't think you were quite anticipating. But I feel like overall it would be very bountiful for you. A lot of you Libras, I feel like the choice coming forward towards you is a sense of where if you were to, you know, let's just use like an analogy, right, for this. Y'all know I love my analogies, Libra. If you're always just insecure and feel as if that you wouldn't be like a good model or what have you, right? Work on that issue, work on those issues, because you have the opportunity coming up of where you actually could be doing something like that, right? Just as like an analogy, I feel like it's one of those things of where you never really considered it before because of like some type of insecurity. Like I feel like the choice coming in for you is like something that you just never considered before because of something that you felt internally of you not being ready, or whatever narratives you were telling yourself about this, Libra. I feel like the time is for you to really just be stepping up to the plate, is really coming forward, and it's really beautiful to be seeing for you, Libra. So I like this a lot. So let's just let's close rather this reading off for you, Libra, with some spirit guide messages. Let's see what messages, what insight your spirit guides have for you. We have the Seven of Swords coming in here. We have the Death card coming in as well. And then Libra, we have the Two of Cups coming in here. So the advice from your spirit guides is not being afraid. Well, this could be in two ways, Libra. This can be in a dynamic, darling, my gosh, where the Seven of Swords is like a sense of where you're trying to do things and take all these things on by yourself, which you don't have to, right? Death card, Two of Cups. Could be quite literally a sign of where, Libra, don't be afraid of asking for help. Don't be afraid of reaching out to people as well, right? I do feel as if with the Seven of Swords here, this is the card of just like not really feeling trusting, it's very much so the energy of where like my control freaks and people who just don't want to delegate things, Libra, where you're just like, I'll just do it myself. You always say like, oh, I can't trust anybody else and what have you, I might as well just do it myself, right? I feel like you need to do away with that, Libra. Do away with that energy and really be okay. I've kind of been saying this message for a little bit for you, Libra, of where it's like, be a little bit more vulnerable, ask for help. You know, you don't always have to be in this place of being in constant power where like everyone is just looking up to you in the sense and being like, I don't know how Libra does this, right? You're not weak for asking for help. Allow people to help you, Libra. Allow yourself to be more vulnerable to connections, right? I really do feel like you want to be doing away with this energy here, the Seven of Swords and this Death card, really doing away with this and focusing more so on making good relationships in your life, whether this is romantic, platonic, or work life. I really do feel like this is a time for you to be working on the closeness of your relationships, and that in effect will just be just nice and lovely for you by the end of this week. I really do feel as if like you have good people in your life, or you have the opportunity to really have some good people in your life and to get to know Libra on a deeper level, right? With the High Priestess card, that card is always about kind of being like a little bit of an enigma, right? And I kind of associate you this week, Libra, as being like a little bit of High Priestess as well, since you are so in tune with your intuition. But it's not always an extremely rewarding process to be seemingly like an enigma and unreachable, because when you come off as unreachable, it's a lot harder to receive that help, Libra. And I do feel as if you have some good people around you that could help support you and uplift you in some avenue in your life. So that is the reading that I have for you this week, Libra. Let me know if you found any cards that resonate with you in this weekly reading in the comments below. Give this video a like and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private personal reading with me, Libra, I have it linked down below, SimplyVelca.com. It's next to my social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. All that is just SimplyVelca. But yeah, I love you so much, Libra, and hopefully I can connect with you sometime in the near future.